Okay, everybody, fasten your seatbelts because this could be the last straw for the views.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Caroline.
A huge lawsuit has recently taken center stage, and this time it's not just negative publicity, it's a complete legal catastrophe. The shrewd, bold, and unrepentantly conservative dynamo Caroline Leavitt just dropped a legal bombshell that sent Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, and Whoopi Goldberg into a complete panic. The worst part is that ABC is now really considering ending the show permanently, according to insiders, because this case is so explosive. Yes, you read correctly, the view may be completed. What precisely transpired, then? What caused daytime television to be so severely disrupted by Caroline's lawsuit? Above all, may this be the point at which the vision is permanently blocked? Before we get into the juicy details, hit the like button and subscribe buttons for more exclusive and censored updates. I promise you won't want to miss this. Have you signed up? Fantastic, let's get started. Let's go back a little.
Listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help because voters are going to re-elect President Trump back to the White House very soon because voters see these trials that are being brought forward against President Trump for what they are. They are sham show trials. They are election interference in an attempt to imprison President Trump. And the irony in all of this is that Joe Biden and the Democrats and these ladies on The View constantly say President Trump is the alleged threat to democracy, when in fact they themselves are wishfully thinking that President Trump will be imprisoned when he has not been convicted of any crimes. That is the real threat to democracy. Voters see that, and that's why President Trump continues his dominance in the polls, not just with Republicans and independents, but he's also picking up historic gains with Democrat constituencies such as African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and Union.
Caroline Leavitt has previously been targeted by The View. Since she doesn't fit their far-left narrative, they have disparaged her, ridiculed her, and disregarded her achievements. And they went too far this time. Joy Behar, who, let's face it, never holds back, made arrogant remarks during a heated discussion, implying that Caroline's job was solely due to her appearance.
She's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Naturally, Whoopi Goldberg added that Caroline wouldn't even have a job if she weren't woke.
This young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a...
In addition, Sunny Hostin performed what she normally does. Made race the main focus. Caroline, however, was not going to overlook this. She punched them where it hurts, rather than merely clapping back. Their pockets. Yes, Caroline Leavitt just sued The View and its hosts for malicious intent, slander, and character assassination. The entire show is currently in full-fledged damage control mode. The producers of The View went utterly crazy when they learned about the case. According to insiders, ABC executives held an emergency meeting right once to discuss how to handle the situation.
Do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate.
The main concern is whether this lawsuit will end the show or if it can survive. This is when it becomes even more bizarre. There are rumors that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar would be fired as a result of this. Why? Because a protracted, messy court battle is not something ABC wants to handle. Particularly considering that The View has already been losing advertisers and viewers. This lawsuit might cost ABC millions, according to one insider. They will opt to protect their money above maintaining The View if given the choice.
Day for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing?
That's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration and maligning of character.
However, this is where things get even more crazy. Surprisingly, according to insiders, Caroline Leavitt has already received a plea for a settlement from The View's legal team. Yes, Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny are now begging for this to stop after years of speaking their minds without facing any repercussions. Caroline, though, isn't giving up. She was really explicit about it. She is standing out for all conservative women who have been disparaged, disregarded, and defamed by the mainstream media, and she is not only doing this for herself. She is bringing The View to account for their divisive and poisonous rhetoric. Above all, she's making it clear that conservatives will no longer be silent. What about the internet? It adores this, I see. Support erupted on social media, with hashtags like Caroline exposes The View and cancel The View becoming hot in a matter of hours. It was neatly summed up in one tweet that went viral. For years, The View has defamed conservatives without taking any responsibility. Caroline is going to alter the course of events. No pity.
Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage.
The writing on the wall is now clear. There is more than one controversy surrounding this litigation. It directly jeopardizes The View's existence. View ratings are plummeting, advertisers are abandoning the show, ABC executives are in a panic, and the most important question of all is whether ABC will finally terminate the show. The show has been plagued by scandals, and this lawsuit may be the final straw that puts an end to it. Will ABC fire Joy and Whoopi to save themselves, or will they secretly settle with Caroline, or will The View be cancelled? This drama is far from ended, I assure you.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
It's your chance to comment now. Has The View gone too far at last? Is Caroline correct to hold them responsible, in your opinion? Above all, will ABC truly discontinue the program following this catastrophe? Please share your opinions in the comments section below, we will read them all. This catastrophe? Please share your opinions in the comments section below, we will read them all. To ensure you don't miss any breaking updates, hit the subscribe and like buttons before you leave.